In the beginning, there was nothing but chaos, not storm, not silence, but a deep, breathless void without name or edge. From it came Gaia, the earth, steady and wide, her back stretching beneath the stars not yet born. She stirred, and from her stirring rose sky Uranus, vast and glittering, who lay across her like a veil of cold light. Prometheus, who stole fire from the gods and gave it to man, was chained to a rock, his liver eaten daily by an eagle until the ages themselves grew tired. Psyche was tested by gods for daring to love one. Myths turned into stories, stories into echoes. But still they linger, in the thunder before a storm, in the calm of moonlit water, in statues that refuse to crumble. The Greek myths are not just tales of long ago. They are memories of our own questions. What is fate? What is justice? What do we do with love that breaks us? Eros shot arrows without aim. Aphrodite watched the world burn in pursuit of beauty. The stories go unwoven into stars, carved into marble, whispered across generations. Arachne challenged a goddess and was turned into a spider. Niobe bragged and lost every child to Apollo's bow. Daedalus built wings of wax, and Icarus flew too high. The sea swallowed his name. Pandora, curious and doomed, opened a jar she should have left closed and scattered sorrow across the world. Only hope remained, curled small at the bottom like a forgotten promise. Heroes came like comets, brief and burning. Perseus, with Medusa's head in a sack. Heracles, completing labors that stink of blood and regret. Jason, whose ship sailed further than his courage. Theseus, who walked the labyrinth and left Ariadne behind, her red thread trailing useless in the dust. Achilles, whose heels sang with prophecy. Odysseus, who took 20 years to return home, only to find silence where his name had once lived. Together, they birthed the Titans, ancient beings of mountains and moons, of tides and time, heavy with the pulse of unshaped power. Cronus, sharp-eyed and hungering, overthrew his father with a jagged sickle of flint and seized the throne of the cosmos. But blood never disappears in myth. It roots, it echoes. From the wounds of Uranus came the Furies. Let them guide you through dreamscape labyrinths. Across still oceans, beneath olive trees heavy with silence, there is no need to rush. The myths are patient. They have waited thousands of years to be heard again. And the giants, came prophecy, came the rusted wheel of betrayal already beginning again. Cronus feared his own children, and so, one by one, he swallowed them. Hestia, Demeter, Hera, Hades, Poseidon, each heartbeat silenced in the belly of time. Until Zeus, smallest and last, was hidden in a cave wrapped in goat's milk and lullabies. When he returned, he came with thunder in his mouth and war in his chest. He split the sky with lightning and opened his father's stomach, setting his siblings free in fire and fury. The Titanomachi followed a decade of shouts and storms, of mountain flung against mountain, until the old gods fell and the Olympians rose. A new order was carved atop the bones of the last. Zeus ruled from the peak of Olympus, where clouds curled around marble and peacocks shrieked beneath gold-trimmed halls. His brothers ruled the sea and the dead. His sisters watched the hearth and the harvest. They feasted on ambrosia and shaped mankind from clay and ash. But gods, even clothed in glory, carried the same hunger, the same restlessness. They loved and fought, betrayed and wept. They created monsters and heroes to slay them. They meddled in war, blessed sailors, and cursed kings. Hera, queen of heaven, whose eyes were storm-colored and watchful, was betrayed again and again by her husband's wandering hand. She punished mortals not for sin, but for daring to matter to him. Athena, born from her father's skull with spear in hand, gave wisdom to cities and war to poets. She never married. She taught men to think and then punished them for thinking too much. Poseidon shattered cliffs with his trident and drowned empires on a whim. Hades watched from below, not cruel, not kind, only still. He ruled over the whispering dead, crowned in silence and shadow. Artemis ran through forests with wolves, her feet never touching the same patch of ground twice. Her arrows found those who disrespected the wild. Her twin, Apollo, strummed his lyre and brought disease with a glance. The gods could love, but never gently. And then there were the mortals, fragile, brave, reckless mortals caught in the games of eternity. Love, too, was brutal. Orpheus turned too soon and lost Eurydice forever. Echo faded until only her voice remained. Narcissus drowned in his own reflection. And then there was time. Time rolled forward, slowly at first, then faster. The gods became quieter. Their temples cracked, their altars dusted over. Tonight, as you drift into sleep, the old gods wait not to be feared, but to be remembered. Their voices are soft now. Their stories, gentle with time,